Hello, my name is Brandon Hibbard, and I will be showing you how to do linear regression using the TI Inspire calculator. And what I'm doing today is I apologize for not being in class, but I'm actually on my honeymoon in the Bahamas, so I'm out of the country right now. Hopefully you understand. Uh, I've decided to use a program called Cam Studio to record everything that I do on my computer screen, as well as my voiceover. And you're going to see me use this to stop the recording of my video, because I have to break it up into a couple of different segments because I'm going to be emailing this to my classmates, and I want to make sure that it will fit in an email. So first off is I do have the TI Inspire Teacher Edition of the calculator software. However, mine is an older version, and I need a newer version, actually the 2.0 version, in order to show you some of the dynamic capabilities of the TI Inspire. So I've went ahead and downloaded the 30-day trial of the Student Edition, and I have that running down here that we can use. You can download this free off TI's website, the student version, and what you can do is you can actually change to where you have the keypad view, and you can change which keypad you have available to use. However, I'm not going to use the keypads in these demonstrations because it's going to go a little quicker for me if I just use the way the computer has set up. And for my goal in this video, I'm just using this to show you how to do linear regression on the Inspire, and a couple of neat little tricks that the Inspire does that some of the other calculators don't have the capabilities of doing. So I needed some type of data to use with this demonstration, so what I did is I went to mathbits.com and I found some data. And mathbits.com has various lesson plans and activities that you can use in about any math class. And this data represents different types of sandwiches, the total fat grams in those sandwiches, and the total calories. And what we're going to do is we're going to put this into the TI Inspire and see if there's any type of correlation between these two sets of data for these sandwiches. So let's split my screen up in the two programs I'm running. Here I have my data on the right side. On the left side I have my TI Inspire window. Now the TI Inspire works off of application windows, and for those of you that used it before, you'll notice the tabs at the top. Each time you open a different application, it'll add a different tab for you to use. To do linear regression, remember on the old TI calculators we had to put these numbers into a list. Well, you do kind of the same thing, but first you have to open up the application for the list and the spreadsheets. You can press menu on the keypad, or you can actually click on this window. If you don't want to do that, up here at the top, insert, we're going to do list and spreadsheet, and you see it opens a spreadsheet much like what you would see in an Excel window. The first column, I'm going to put in my fat in grams. So I'll start just using my keypad on the computer here, and again you can use the keypad on the calculator if you have the calculator in front of you to implement these data values. Once you have the first column inputted, we can go over and input the values in the second column. Something neat about using the computer is that TI Inspire software will allow me to highlight and copy sets of data in a table and just paste that into the TI software. I think that's really neat. It saves a lot of time for us teachers when we're just doing stuff for demonstration in class. Once we find data, we can just highlight it, copy it. I always use the right click option, just right click copy, right click paste, and that does it a little faster for us. Something else the TI Inspire allows me to do is at the top of my columns I can add headings that I can use later. Let's go ahead and maximize this window since I don't need to see this data over here anymore on the right. We'll just work specifically with the calculator now. The first column was the fat found in the sandwiches. I'm going to label that fat. The second column has my calories. I'm just going to write CAL for calories. Hit enter, and now I have my columns headed fat and calories. That way I can refer to it later by those names instead of just the letter at the top of the column.